I am Vasil Lomachenko. You're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation. I'm over here on the phone with the man, Virgil Hunter. How you been, man?
I've been fine, Dante. You been okay?
I've been good, man. Trying to hustle and grind like you, man. So, what was your thoughts on the Golovkin versus Kell Brook fight? Did it turn out the way you thought it would?
You know, to be honest, I didn't really go deep enough to say who would win. I mean, logic says Golovkin win. You know, so I kind of left it at that. But you know, Brook brought some surprises into the fight. You know, able to land 2 or 3 punches at a time and seemed to be quite successful. I don't know, eye injury, you know, preventing him from doing this the duration of the fight, or would the fight have turned into his favor? But, you know, all in all, he gave a good account of himself, and, you know, his trainer did the right thing. I mean, you know, it's one thing the fighter got to fight there, but the trainer knows also that, you know, I have a real valuable welterweight here. His career is not over. Why should I let it possibly end? You know, in a fight where it's obvious that he's hurt now. You know, cut eye is one thing, a fractured orbital but another. I mean, you know, you keep getting hit in that eye, and then there you go, you lose your eye. That's just not a career. That's an impediment for life. You know, so I think I would have done the same thing.
I hear you, absolutely. I mean, it makes sense. He in there with a middleweight, and like the strongest middleweight at that. So I hear you when it comes to that. Now, I mean, did you learn anything about Gennady Golovkin watching that performance, or what?
Well, no. I mean, you know, he fought a different style. You know, according to them, that's the style that they needed to be effective. The only thing I don't like is, anybody in boxing knows that even if I'm a middleweight, if I let a strong welterweight hit me and he is in the right spot, he can do some damage. So, and then I'm not going to let you hit me 2 or 3 times. I mean, but the question is, how do you let a fighter hit you? I mean, what do? Do you put your head down and stick your head out there, or are you saying that you knew the exact time he was going to hit you? Or, I mean, I don't get it myself. So that's a new one to me. I hope to learn more about that system, you know, and how it works. Because it's new to me. How do you let somebody just hit you? You know, but it is what it is. Yeah. So I'm not nobody on that position to question it, you know.
Yeah, it sounds to me like, you know, someone is in denial, you know, when it comes to the defense aspect, but, you know, I guess that's what it is. Well,
I mean, that's kind of like what I would have, you know, look, you know, I got to tighten up on my defense. He's hit me 2 or 3 times once, you know, so, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. He's a fast kid, you know, he's a welterweight, you know, hey, you know, I wish my defense would have been better, but, you know, he's a welterweight, he's fast, so you're not going to get out the way of everything. I mean, that sounds logical to me, but like I said, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, Virgil, does it surprise you that so many fighters after that performance, and even before that performance, but I would have thought that once Ward moved up to 175, no one would even bring up Ward's name, but I done heard Anthony Joshua, Julio Cesar Chavez, Ruslan Provodnikov, Gabe Rosado, and the list just goes on and on. Everyone is saying they want to see Golovkin fight the winner of Ward versus Kovalev. And then some people are even saying this is the reason why. Gabe Rosado said, now we know why Golovkin never fought Andre Ward. I mean, what do you think about them saying that?
Well, you know, that's his opinion, you know, and from what he sees. I mean, believe me, I understand what he's saying. Although, you know, you never can really predict the dynamics of a fight. I thought it would have been a great fight for the public, for the network, and for both fighters. That's just how I felt about it. So, if that's the case, then so be it. I mean, you know what, Deontay, they don't tell me to my face or they don't say it outright. You know, you just kind of lay back and just roll with it, you know?
Yeah. You know, I had a conversation with Abel Sanchez the other day, and I asked him that exact question. I said to Abel, why do you think so many professional boxers are asking Gennady Golovkin to do what Kell Brook did? Move up 2 weight classes and face the winner of Ward versus Kovalev. And Abel Sanchez, he responded by basically asking me a question. He said, well, how many middleweights have they ever asked to do something like that? Now, at the time, I was thinking about Floyd Mayweather moving up 5 weight classes. I was thinking about Pacquiao moving up 8 weight classes. So I brought up Mayweather. But I completely forgot to bring up Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones, who have also jumped up from middleweight to light heavyweight. On top of that, me and Abel Sanchez, we had already had a conversation by way of text before that, where I actually sent Abel Sanchez a link of Bernard Hopkins saying it himself. He was saying in the link, I jumped up 2 weight classes, fought Antonio Tarver. How come Golovkin can't do the same thing? So I sent that to Abel Sanchez before we even had that interview. But Abel Sanchez, he still said not too many middleweights have done that. What do you think of Abel Sanchez saying that?
Well, James Toney did it also.
Yeah, that's right. James Toney.
He took away light heavyweight. The body snatcher did it.
Yeah.
He started at 150, but ended up light heavyweight. Bobby Chairs did it. So a few have done it, you know.
Yeah, and you know.
And there's a difference. To justify the fight, Sanchez went to, you know, Robinson, some of the older fighters, but what you have to understand is those weigh-ins were on the same day, so there was no weight advantage, you see. You couldn't put on any extra weight. You had to weigh what you weighed, and that was it back in those days. You didn't have another day to pile on extra weight, so it was a little different back in the old days.